I just wanted to share a few thoughts this morning about the food stamp program and some of the developments that have been going on. America is a generous and compassionate nation. We do not want and will not have people hungry in our country. We want to be able to be supportive to people in need. But every program must meet basic standards of efficiency and productivity and wisdom in management. And this program is resisting that. It's gone up fourfold in 10 years. That's a dramatic increase. It's increasing every year and virtually every month. The most recent report in September had one of the largest increases in history, another 600,000 added to the rolls, totaling now 47.7 million people, 1 out of every 6 Americans receiving food stamps. Is this the right approach for America? We need to work to help people with pride, help people to assume their own independence and to be successful and take care of their own families and move them from dependence to independence. That ought to be the fundamental goal of our system. And by the way, if you took all the means-tested welfare-type programs that are in existence in America today, over 60 or 80, and you just divide it up by the number of people that fall below the poverty line in America, it would be $60,000 per family. So I've been asking a question to Secretary of Agriculture Tom Vilsack, and he provided some information that was very troubling to me. I've submitted additional information to him, and now we're not getting any more answers. They just shut the door. The Secretary basically says, well, you member of the Senate, you're asking too many questions. I'm not giving you any more information. You raise concerns when I give you information. You point out problems. I don't like that. You're not getting any more. I would just note in some of our first inquiries and examination of their program, we find that they are on a determined effort to expand the number of people who get on welfare, even food stamps, even if they don't want to be on food stamps. And one of the things, Mr. President, you might be interested in knowing, is they gave a person in Western North Carolina, one of the agricultural people, an award for overcoming mountain pride. And basically what they said was this lady should be given an award because when people in the mountains who are independent and believe they can take care of themselves, thank you, without the federal government, she overcame that. The USDA claims the chief obstacle to recruitment is a sense of that the benefits aren't needed, close quote. That's an obstacle. USDA asserts that everyone wins when eligible people take advantage of benefits to which they are entitled, claiming that, quote, each $5 in new SNAP benefits generates almost twice the amount in economic activity for the community. Well, I guess we ought to just do it another fourfold. That would really make America prosperous. One of the questions I asked was simply how the United States Department of Agriculture interprets the federal law. All right, we make federal law, we pass laws. I'd like to know how they're enforcing them and what standards they're using. Federal law says that those likely to be reliant on welfare cannot be admitted to the United States. We've got lots of people that want to come to America. Most of those people probably can come and sustain themselves. Why would we be admitting those who can't, who are going to immediately go on the government assistance programs? But this law is effectively not being enforced. Apparently, no letter is being drafted for them from the department in response to our request. Just stiff you guys. Well, last I heard, he works for the American people, and so do I. And one of my jobs is to make sure the American people's money is well spent, and I'm asking him about how he's spending our money, and he does not want to respond. All we're asking is, can't we do it better? Can't we look back to the principles of independence and individual responsibility and individual pride that Americans have, and nurture that and use that as a way to help reduce dependence in this country. So those are the things I wanted to share, Mr. President. I would just say this. Secretary of Agriculture has a responsibility to answer. I don't want to get in a fight with it, but if necessary, I'll use what abilities I have in the Senate to insist that we get responses.